evening. This is Miss Poopee Doodee, world's most determined reporter, reporting for Channel 666 Eyewitness News. Welcome to the show, and thank you all for watching. All of you, including you, Luke, and Owen Wilson. Thank you very much for watching the show. I know, the Wilson brothers. You're probably wondering, what am I doing talking about you guys? But, see, what I wanted to talk to you guys about was how to relieve stress. Because I know sometimes being in Hollywood can be very, very stressful. Even though you guys were actually born rich and all you really are doing is getting richer, there's still a lot of stressful elements in this whole Hollywood thing. So, before I get into more, detail about the stresses you guys are having, let me talk about ways you guys can relieve stress. Alright, brothers? See, a really good way of relieving stress is by finding out more about Miss Divine and her one-lady sketch films, which are available on her website and which also you can see on public television, which is something you guys should know about. So, I recommend going there. You see, Miss Divine created me, Miss Poopee Doodee, and there's a whole world out there, guys, that you've never ever experienced. You see, so if you want to see something really good, check it out. And now, yeah, I know this whole stress thing that you guys are experiencing. You see, the thing is, all of you guys, you go to Hollywood, it's really hard to get really good friends in Hollywood because you really don't know if somebody only likes you only for your money or if they really like you for who you really are, right? So, as a result, you think you can probably, be friendly with lots of actresses and all those people, but then, it gets complicated because the actresses might like you temporarily, then they dump you for somebody who's of, a higher social status and who's got a couple more billions than the billions you already have, So, as a result, you guys are gonna have to, the only friends you really have are each other, even though you guys might not like each other. I mean, I don't know, but, at least it's blood, you know what I mean? So, but, don't worry, Luke, if you're being overshadowed by Owen, because your movies are actually a little bit better, So, but that's besides the point. Oh, and there's another brother called Andrew Wildon. Yeah, this message could go to him as well. You all remember him in that movie when he went, fag. That was pretty funny. That movie with Mike Judge. Anyway, so the point being is that, you see, you have that stress. So you're not going to be meeting a lot of friends, just those kinds of people that are in that same social circle. Then you meet all those, other people who only like you for your money. And then, of course, you're going to have all those idiot fans, like the ones who are probably writing really bad comments on this video right now. So you don't have a lot of choices. So that could be pretty stressful, not having true friends. So that's why you have to relieve your stress by watching some of Miss Divine's sketch comedy films. Now the second thing is, all you guys probably, you brothers are probably going to a lot of these conferences, sitting with all these high-end directors and producers. But you know what? You can never sit in one of these rooms and say aloud, Spielberg sucks! I mean, can you say that? Can you actually sit in a huge conference room with a whole bunch of Hollywood people and actually says, oh, excuse me, can I express my opinion? I'd like to say that Steven Spielberg sucks! Except for that one movie, Trucks, back in the 70s, which was kind of okay, but everything else he did was really sucky. He sucks! So you can't do that. You know why you can't do that? Because even though you're extremely rich, you're not free in Hollywood. You're not free to express who you are. Now, there's another person who's actually free to express who she is, and that is Miss Divine. She can say very loudly, Steven Spielberg sucks! And nothing is going to happen because her program is always going to be aired on public television and all over the internet. And I, Miss Poopee Doodee, also could say the same thing, see? So, not being allowed to, express yourself could also be extremely stressful. It could be very stressful. Because if you can't say Steven Spielberg sucks when you want to, unless you really think he's good, but I bet you can't say that he sucks if you think he sucks. Because you'll be shipped back to wherever, you guys came from. No one is going to want to talk to you. You'll be on that blacklist. You know, it'll be a shameful thing. So, these are all stresses. I know a lot of people out there never knew that Hollywood people had stresses, but these are their stresses. So, once again, to alleviate stress, instead of going, you know, to a therapist, I suggest getting some DVDs from Miss Divine's show, and they're only $5 for like about 2 hours of footage. So, you know, feel free to visit the website and watch some of Miss Divine's sketch films if you really want to see something interesting, if you really want to see something wild, if you really want to see something crazy, and something that is not, you know, constricted, something that does not have boundaries. Because, you know, no matter how many movies you guys make, you're always going to be cutting it into some kind of blockbuster formula movie, except for 1 or 2 movies that just might slip out of the way. But, yeah, it's a tough world, so I just thought, you know, I would share that with all of you guys, you brothers, see. So, yeah, so anyway, that's pretty much the news for today, is providing stress relief for Owen and Luke Wilson. Though I don't think Andrew Wilson needs that much stress relief, so the message is really for Owen and Luke. So thanks for watching, guys, brothers, and yeah, so check it out, and get back to Miss Divine like you mentioned before. And as I mentioned, you know, out of all the billions and trillions of dollars you guys have, I'm sure you could afford $5 just to pay for the shipping and handling of some of these sketch films and DVDs. I mean, $5, you know, hell, you know, probably $50,000 is probably nothing to you either. So if you want to send that along, that's fine too. But like I said, the price is $5. It's only $5. Just $5. If you can just help out a real artist on public television, just $5 just to take a look at some of the DVDs, you know. So, you know, it's just $5, folks. Alright, Owen and Luke Wilson, thank you very much for watching. So once again, this is Miss Poopee Doodee Wilson with the Town Reporter, giving you the latest in Channel 66 Eyewitness News, and telling all of you that even though you might be billionaires in Hollywood, you still need to find ways to relieve your stress.